We are getting ready to head to my dear friend's house to pick up one of her bucks and bring him back here to service these ladies in the background. So we're all loaded up and I've got all the farm chores done, but before we can hit the road, we need to head down here and move this group of ewes to new pasture. So yeah, let's head down there. We'll show you guys how we move them and then we'll hit the road. Okay, so we are getting ready to move this group of our ewes and their lambs. You can see that they've mowed down their pasture over there pretty well. It's nice, long and lush right here, so they're going to be really happy to get moved today. So these girls right here are still nursing. Whenever our ewes are pregnant or nursing, we continue to supplement them with grain, but otherwise they are completely pasture fed. They have free choice minerals and we give them hay, especially when it's like winter time and they are in need of that, you know, extra grass or whatnot since this is so low. So anyways, what the plan is, this is going to go a lot like how moving our dairy goats went. We are going to lure them over here with some of their grain and hopefully that's going to give me enough time to get some of their fencing moved as well as their house, and they won't wander too far. If they do wander, again, it's not that big of a deal like with our dairy goats because we can just herd them right back in pretty easily. So Carter's got our electric fencing unhooked and we're ready to go, so let's do it. You ready to move?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so this is our little gator clip that hooks on. You guys have seen that before. So it came off from here. So I need to fix this real quick before we can plug them back on. Occasionally these things come off, but it looks like this one I actually didn't crimp down when I originally put it on. So I'm just gonna slide this little rubber piece off right here. And twist this guy up. He's gonna slide in here. Okay, he's in, and now I can just crimp him down. There, and that should keep him tight. So slide the rubber piece back on. Now Haiti can hook us back on. And we're good. Okay, so they are moved, they're happy. We're going to freshen up their water and put their free choice minerals in there for them as well, and they are good to go. So as with our dairy goats, they will not return to this particular piece of pasture that they were at for at least the next 60 days. Usually it's longer than that because we have more pasture than we have animals, so they have a lot to go through before they would ever even get back to this particular spot. So if you take a look, it is really lush and thick. And look at where they came from. You can see how that has really gotten mowed down. And if you follow the patches back, you can see that it is just regrowing from each section as they go back. So this is really good for our pastures. They're not overgrazed. And also, as with the goats, it just cuts down on parasite issues. So that's it. All right, let's hit the road and head to Ashley's. Okay guys, so we made it. We are here at Cedar View Farm with my dear friend Ashley. She was kind enough to have us over here. We love any excuse that we can find to come over here. We're going to be bringing home her buck Ricky. So yes, Ashley is a fiber farmer and a fiber artist. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Cedar View Farm?
Sure. So we're a fiber farm, and it's a kind of an untraditional farm. We're not cows, corn, and soybeans. We raise primarily sheep and alpacas for their fiber. So we have 3 different breeds of sheep. We have Finn sheep, Cotswolds, and Wensleydales, and we have Wakaya and Surrey alpacas. Everybody gets sheared in the spring. I shear all of my alpacas myself, and I have a wonderful shearer that comes to shear my sheep. We currently have 23 lambs on the ground and 41 adult sheep, and I still have 3 more ewes to lamb. So we're still going to have more babies.
Oh yeah.
And 18 alpacas and 3 boarders for a total of 21 alpacas.
Yes, and she's also got 2 boys that are best buddies with my boys, so yes. She is one busy mama. Yeah. Ashley also makes a variety of products. She's got handmade goat's milk soap and lotions that are just fabulous. I adore them. Also have a bunch of stuff you make with your yes. fiber, hand spun.
We process it, so my alpacas, I do all their shearing themselves, and I take their fiber from raw fiber all the way through to finished hand woven products. I spin it all into yarn myself and hand process it, as well as my sheep's wool. And we sell it in all stages of production, from a raw fleece to a hand woven scarf or other item.
It's amazing, guys. She's a wealth of knowledge and has tons of experience, so it's always good to come and hang out with you. Yes. Thanks for having us today.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to check out the farm and load up Ricky. In the car, and we are going to head back to our property. So if you want to find out more information about Cedar View Farm, I will post all of Ashley's website and social media links to Cedar View Farm in either the description box of this video or in the first comment. So head over and check them out.
Great, thanks for stopping by.
All right, so guys, I heard that on YouTube there's this really fast way to get home, and all you have to do is go. We're back. Easy as that, huh, guys? So, yeah, Ricky's here. We're going to unload him, and he's got his work cut out for him. Hazel is pretty feisty. She is the head of the pack here, so although Ricky is little, he is fierce, and he is ready to tackle this job. So, come on, Ricky. Let's get to romanticizing the girls. The resemblance to Josh is striking, isn't it? Ricky, I don't know who's cuter, you or Josh. Okay, so Ricky is getting settled in. We'll see how he does. Hopefully in a couple of months we've got some goat kids running around. Right now I need to head up to the house. I've got a couple of furring strips that I need to get cut for both sides of the dormer before Josh gets home so that we can be productive and get building when he gets here. So let's head up to the house. I need 2 at 2 feet, so that's in the scrap pile. Close enough, that'll work. So Josh, what do you think of your doppelganger?
What?
Your doppelganger of the doppelganger of you I brought home?
I'm not going to entertain that thought whatsoever.
Blue eyes, beard, I mean,
We all know
it's the whole thing.
it's your identical twin. I get it, you know what I mean? Come the pig out back, you and her hand in hand, you know what I mean?
Somebody's a little offended here. So do you like him?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, he's a cutie. We're really excited to have little Ricky here. The boys love him, so hopefully he does his job. I feel like it was, it was a good day. It was fun to run around. I love seeing Ashley. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing her farm. It's pretty unique. Like she said, it's not like a cow's corn and soybean farm. It's she's got a fiber farm, and she's a fiber artist. She's incredibly talented. So yeah, and I got home. I got some of the boards prepped, so hopefully we can roll on the furring strips tonight.
Yeah, I think we will, and I like that you did that prep work for me, so it's nice. I appreciate it.
Helps us move along.
Definitely does.
The more we can get done, the better. So, all right. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next build video.
Yep, see ya.
Reunited at last. Do you love Ricky? Tell us about your guys' childhood.
Hi, Ricky. Hi, Ricky. Hi, Ricky.
Hey, little Ricky.
Hi, little Ricky.